right? Meow. Right meow. We're going to start recording right meow.
Yay, Jesse is joining us. Yay. Hi, Jesse. I'm so happy.
Hey,
That was delayed. Oh my gosh. Okay. What's up, nerds? Welcome to a Nintendo Power Block Reacts. We just kind of all watched the Nintendo Labo premiere. There was a 3-minute trailer for Nintendo's new product for Nintendo Switch. It is not, well, it's kind of a game, but it was more of like a new way to play your Nintendo Switch, and they weren't lying when they said it was aimed at children. So Nintendo Labo was premiered today. It is a DIY build construction kit that you kind of like put your Joy-Cons in different places and the screen in a different place. There was a lot to unpack in this little 3-minute trailer, and not exactly what I was expecting. It was Nintendo found a way to sell cardboard to children, I guess. That's like the big joke on the internet at the moment. And sorry, I was just reading a tweet right before we started recording.
Because adults are going to criticize Nintendo when Nintendo literally says, hey, this is for kids, not true adults.
Yeah, I know.
actually, I'd say the opposite. It's got to be for adults and not for kids, because the kids are gonna wreck it right away, and then you got to spend another $80.
And you will let me tell you, because Corey, you'll probably talk about the price and stuff, but I don't think kids are going to like really wreck this, because it's like once it's created, once it's made, they might leave it on the ground and step on it. That's the only way that I could think of. But I wonder if that cardboard material that they're going to be using is really strong.
Oh, it's probably going to be thicker. By the way,
Yeah.
Jesse and Ed are joining me. And
hello, everybody.
I didn't really do any proper intros, but you know what? This is a reacts video. This is what we promised you. Kind of at the beginning of the year, we're going to react to everything Nintendo kind of does and announces. I was reading this tweet from Jeff Gertzman over at Giant Bomb. It says, everyone, all like PlayStation, Xbox, they're like, we all got 4K now, and these polygons are sick. And Nintendo's like, let's build a cardboard robot on 420. So that was pretty funny. So I love Jeff Gertzman. I love Giant Bomb.
And guess what?
Awesome.
I bet you it'll sell more than Wonder Book.
Yeah, let's not bring Wonder Book into this. That
Oh,
piece of
we're
hot mess of a thing. But okay, so it's hard to see what kind of products are in here. We know there's 2 sets of this, and they're both going to retail. Supposedly, the rumor is $79.99. I don't know if Nintendo confirmed that. I don't know if that's priced anywhere on websites or not, but $79.99 per set. There's a robot set that looks like a cardboard VR box, where like you put the screen on your face and you put the Joy-Cons on, and then like in your hand, and it kind of like has a backpack that does different functionalities and stuff that you're supposed to like. I don't really know how it works, but it looks like a VR robot. You know what it is? You know what it looks like? Project Robot from the Wii U is what it looks like. Remember that?
Ooh,
Remember that
yes.
when they revealed Project Guard and Project Robot? This looks like the Project Robot part of that.
The thing that Miyamoto was working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't really show. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Project Guard ended up being the Star Fox pack-in game. But this looks kind of cool, actually, the robot one. Kind of like a VR, you're a giant robot kind of walking around and destroying stuff. And then the other set showed a piano, a bird, like a bunch of different smaller toys that you plug in and kind of interact with your Switch through these toys by placing Joy-Cons in strategic places of these toys. So a weird announcement, but an interesting one. And I know a lot of people, especially people within even people within NGR, are going to scoff at this product and say this is dumb. This is totally a Nintendo thing to do, whatever. But it's an interesting way to expand the product and like get outside of video games and more like putting the Switch in new products that they're building. So what do you guys think about this?
Um, First things first, Nintendo is a toy company. So if that's their market. They try to market to kids, but they really want to market to everybody, all those who love toys and collecting. Um, I was talking to Jesse and Corey in the chat, and I was just like, we're gonna get 1,000 phone calls per day about this because this is about to sell, and the reason why it's about to sell is that as crazy that people are laughing at it, they're going to be grown adults buying this quicker for their kids and buying it for themselves for a collector's thing. Um, and it looks like Nintendo put a lot of effort and thought into this, and they want people to have fun. It's a new way to actually use your Switch and show off what the system could do. So now they expanded to where it's not only could be played on your TV or in portable mode, but you could do things about it to get your kid to be active. And if this is another way to get kids, if you look at it at a Wii Fit U manner or a Wii Fit manner to get kids to be active, maybe this will lead to stuff that they want to go outside and fish. Maybe they do want to actually learn how to play the piano. Like this could also be fun and educational. And Sony and Microsoft are not reaching out yet to any of them about this. Nintendo, if they if this is very successful, trust me, you're going to see other companies trying to do this. You're going to see the VR market trying to do this. You're going to see something with PSVR and Sony trying to do this. So if this becomes successful and, the sale numbers are good, other companies are going to be trying to do it. And as funny as people are going to really make this, I bet you Microsoft is going to try to find some way with HoloLens if they could actually get a VR headset. Like everybody's going to start trying to copy off of this. For me personally, I'm definitely going to be getting this, find out what the price is, and I'm going to play with my nephew. I am going to play with my niece. I am going to play with my family if this fits them, and see if it works, because I think this is a really cool idea for people just to see that it's not just a video game system now, it's more to that.
Yeah. Jesse, what do you think? You're the one out of the three of us with children.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know what to think about it. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to, like basically, like you kind of touched on, Ed. Like Xbox doesn't really have anything either yet, but I think that's going to be coming soon. But PlayStation's got like the VR and stuff like that. So this is kind of like their attempt at doing something different and offering a different way to to play their games.
Mm-hmm.
And I do admit the robot one did look pretty interesting to me. I don't know that I'm really like the idea of having to wear like a whole bunch of cardboard on me just to play it, but I don't know. It's just personally, it's not for me. I could see maybe my son getting into it, possibly.
Which is the attention of, that's Nintendo said this is for kids and those who are going to be having kids in a way.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they're trying something different, and hopefully, like many others, they don't just give up on it if it doesn't do as well as they hoped to. And still support the people who do want that and want to have it. So I guess that's all I can really say about it.
People are going to look at this, and it's going to become birthday gifts. People are going to be not only selling Switches more now, but they're from a retail stance. And I'm looking at this from a retail stance. Not only is it now about to help sell more Switches, and like I said, for birthday gifts. But it's going to get a lot of kids looking to toy stores who's going to be carrying it. And the reason why I say that is because if Nintendo does some exclusive deals with like Toys R Us or something that you only could get this one with this design, they're going to be coming to that store trying to get it. And then if it's sold out, they're going to be like, well, can we order it? Can you guys call us and let us know, put us on a waiting list so we could get this? Because kids are going to be looking at this and think, oh, this is cool, and I want to play it. Because once they see their friends have one, then they're gonna want it. When they play over their friend's house with this, that's gonna make them want to get it. So that's more money in Nintendo's pocket right there. The kids are going to do most of the marketing once it touched down.
I don't know. I think this is like an interesting concept, but like the thing that really kind of not bothers me, but kind of makes me confused is why cardboard? Like, why is it cardboard? Is it because it's like it's because it's kind of like puzzle pieces and you just kind of put them together and like it stays, or like why is it
more reliable?
Why isn't it like plastic or like metal or something? Like that's what confuses me.
Because metal might crush into metal and hurt themselves. Kids might cut themselves on it. Glass or plastic. Sometimes when stuff is sent in stores, boxes get crushed, and that plastic would get that indent if that box gets crushed. Not so much with cardboard, since it's flat and easier to pull out. It looks like when they pull it out, they'll be able to construct, build it and stuff. So cardboard is more easier. Plus, Nintendo is probably looking at the cheapest way that, hey, this is recyclable material. So if something does happen, hey, you could throw it in a recycle bin and recycle it. That way, it don't affect the Mother Earth or nature and all that stuff. Because think about it. Let's say it is $80 and you get a full box, and somehow people in the warehouse who put it on the truck and send it to the store put something heavy on it. That heaviness is going to crush that thing. So now that store is out of money because they can't sell it like that. They got to sell it in good condition.
Well, and I think part of it is they're really trying to go for the personalization of the products. Like, they showed kids coloring on it and whatever, and so like, cardboard's going to be the easiest thing to be able to, permanently, modify it to how you want. But
Activision did something with Crayola for Skylander Swap Force. They did a limited edition for, I think Wii, or it might be Wii, where they sit it in a box where you could be able to color that outside box. Instead of just having it like in a regular box. So they put crayons on it for kids to color. And that was a Toys R Us exclusive. And it sold like crazy. So, Nintendo probably might be working with Crayola for a special deal on that. And to be like, hey, you guys give us some markers. People could go in there and color their own, or even make some Nintendo art on that cardboard.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to see, like, look, I know a bunch of people, like gamers and stuff, are going to be mad at this stuff, but like I think you have to come at this from an outsider's perspective, and like someone who doesn't play games a whole lot, but like enjoys having their Switch with them, and then like, oh, look, there's stuff for my kids to do on this too, and like this is a cool kind of. It also teaches them like light engineering skills and light kind of puzzle solving while they're building it, and then there's games attached to these things that they build, and I think it's a cool way to like connect them to the game they're playing in a different way as well. And I wonder if they'll expand this into like, if there'll be like a Mario game at some point that uses this, or maybe a lengthy like Kirby style game or Yoshi or something, kid friendly mascots games that'll eventually be tied to this. So
Yeah, thinking of this thing as a new Mario Paint
mhm.
in the sense.
Yeah. Well, what I would like to see is like even like a Wii Sports style game where instead of going out and buying the plastic pieces for the sports stuff, you can, build stuff like this. I mean, I I think I'd be more inclined to get that, but I
Right.
mean that, it's that's almost what it feels like. It's like they wanted to give you like an experience like the Wii Sports games, and instead of having to go out and buy this plastic piece that the controller, slides into, they
Mhm.
wanted to give you the ability to create something that you can kind of specialize on your own and, kind of decorate it and make it the way you want it to look. So, I
Mhm.
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I think it's a good idea. It's not for me, but there's definitely people that will get into it, and
It
you
it
know,
I think, Jesse, for you, even though it's not for you, I think building the construction thing with your kid is more important than something. It might be than the game itself, because that's
yeah,
family time being spent. And
yeah,
what kid wouldn't want to build something with a parent? You know,
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of
That's
being yeah,
it's
instead of
kind of
being
like
ignored or stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of like the Lego Dimensions game. Like I had more fun just building than putting the portal together and stuff than
yeah.
actually playing the game. Let him play the game.
It'll teach something to some adults on how patience work.
Yeah,
So
I think that this is gonna be competitive. Like Jesse said, it's gonna be kind of more competitive towards like Lego and Connects and Mega Blocks, towards that kind of crowd. I think they're trying to aim at that style of crowd and not like, I mean, they came out and said that this was not for gamers. It's for it's for capturing the casual audience and the families and kids. Like that's
yeah.
what they're trying to capture with this. And like I'm trying to keep that perspective while we're talking about this. And I think it's a unique idea. And I think it's a cool idea. I wonder how long it's going to take for Lego and maybe Mega Bloks or something to either go to Nintendo and say, "Hey, let's
Well,
partner
Mega
and do
Blocks.
something like this," or
Well,
like,
Mega Blocks wouldn't do it because they already have Pokemon,
yeah,
so they're already working with Nintendo, and Connects already have a World of Nintendo line with Nintendo. Only one that could probably do it will be Lego, but
well, I mean,
Lego will.
one of the other ones could possibly do it because they already have a working relationship with Nintendo. I think it would
Well,
make
yeah.
more sense for that, like that route. But like, I wonder how long it takes somebody to copy this idea or like go in and like maybe not even Lego or Mega Blocks or Connects or something. Maybe it's someone else goes in and say, "Hey, we have a cool idea for this too. Like, what if there's a Snipper Clips bundle for this? Like, what if they expand on something like
Corey, how,
Snipper Clips or
okay, I want you to give me ideas of how a snipper clip Nintendo Lab would look like, because I
I
will
don't know.
freak out.
I was just trying to think of stuff that you cut out and like the Snipper Clips characters, you cut them into shapes and stuff. Like that was that was the first game that came to my mind. That was like, or like the new Yoshi game where like everything's built out of cardboard already too.
Oh
Like
yes, that's cool.
I mean, like they could tie something into it like that without it having to be tied to the game. Like it'd be similar to what VR experiences are right now, where like you buy the game and it has this feature, but you have to buy the Nintendo Labo stuff to incorporate this feature, but it doesn't take away from the main game style thing.
Right.
So
And it looks like for some of it you could dock on the cardboard, but I wonder if you could also dock on the TV, because um I wonder if when you're doing a robot one that you want like to actually see it, if you could dock it on the
well, the robot one comes with like a mask that you put on and you slide the thing in like Google Card,
okay.
like the Google VR kind of goggle thing.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's interesting. I like. I'm not personally. I'm not excited for this, but I'm excited to see how they expand the idea and where it goes. Any final thoughts from you guys before we end this Nintendo Power Block Reacts?
Well,
Go ahead, Jesse.
I was just gonna say, like touching back on the like kind of branching it out into other games and stuff. Like we kind of seen in this video that you could actually just use it as a way for people to kind of create their own controller, like like instead of having the black thing that your Joy-Cons slide into to make a controller, you could just have the cardboard ones that people could kind of design and kind of make their own, that could have like whatever game that you want to play or that you play, like Kirby or Yoshi or whatever on it, and you could kind of design it and make it your own. So like I could see them doing that kind of stuff, just kind of having like offshoots of the the Labo stuff or whatever.
Yeah. And for me, I want to see how it does well the retail. I do want to get one, and I want to play around with it. I want to see, for me, it's research. For me, it's educated, because just from watching it gets me excited to see how is this going to appear to kids when it actually comes into stores, and how many kids are going to want this compared to how many adults are going to want this, and will this become the hottest thing for Nintendo for this Christmas? This line looks like it's going to be a long line. They probably got plans and when they'll be releasing stuff. They probably setting up some exclusives, and I think it's going to be a big seller if the price is right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. So right now the variety pack, which is pack 1, is $69.99, and the robot pack is $79.99. So they come out on April 20th, 2018, and I'm sure there will be more afterwards. So
one quick question. I wonder, is it all going to have their own carts, or is this going to be like a digital code on the Switch?
I think they're going to have to come with their own cards. I think digital stuff. I think digital stuff is like too complicated for kids, and they're going to want to sell the physical cart with it.
Okay, because I think most of it is probably going to be. I kind of want to say maybe $30 for the cart and $40 for the cardboard. Because
I'm pretty sure
and the string.
I'm pretty sure you're paying for the software. You're not paying for the cardboard, right? So
yeah. Because they showed a cart in the box next to each collection. So. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's inside. They just kind of put it outside to kind of show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
But,
okay.
So.
Yeah, because I noticed that they showed it.
So. Yeah, I may have missed it because I was just looking at all the stuff that they were showing. I didn't see like a game or anything. I seen this like screens that were showing some of the gameplay of that particular item, but I didn't just see a cart with.
Yeah, when they show both packs at the end, the games are sitting next to each pack, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So. Anyways, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of Nintendo Labo? Leave a comment below. Let us know. We're definitely going to be talking about it on Nintendo Power Block Friday episode. So download the podcast. Follow us at the links below. You can see where you can follow us on various social media platforms or on our website, ngrradio.com. Download the podcast, rate us, all that good stuff. Jesse and Ed joined me today. I'm Corey. And until next time, we love you.
Woohoo!
Peace out.